most interesting part of my collection, my journey, fragrances. Right now what you're seeing is 48 unique fragrances, which some maybe you guys know. These are fragrances collected by me over the years. So one thing about me is I don't go into detail of the fragrances. For me, fragrances are emotions. It should express something about you or about the fragrance. First one and the foremost I've been using for years, Creed Aventus. I mean, everybody knows. I have got compliments from last 10 years till now. And I'm so crazy about this fragrance that I also bought Aventus oil, which I use it after my shower. I also have Aventus shower gel, which I use when I take shower. Then I use oil. I have Aventus fragrance. And also I have Aventus aftershave. So you can imagine how much I love this fragrance. And I'm in love with it. The prices have gone up. Once upon a time we used to buy below 1000 dirham. Now it is upward of 1400, 1500. It depends where you buy. So Creed has a beautiful range of fragrances, but Aventus is one of my favorite. And now one which I have discovered, which I love it, which is latest in my collection, is Oud Zarian. I want to keep this fragrance as a special fragrance, not from a daily fragrance, but while we are on the Creed subject. Oud Zarian is made for special people. This is quite expensive. If I am not wrong, 2300 dirhams. But this fragrance is not luxury. It is beyond anybody's comprehension. When you wear this fragrance, you are a different person. So there are 6-7 fragrances of in my collection which I go like on a daily basis, which I can never go wrong and which makes a lot of sense for me. Oud Isfahan Christian Dior is one. And people describe it in a different way. How I describe it is English oud. When you wear this, you feel foreigner, you'll feel European. And this is not a typical oud, it's an English oud. Very powerful fragrance. And because of this fragrance, all the fragrances of Christian Dior has done very, very good. After that, what they have made good is Gris Dior. I wear these both together. Now, I'm a very different type of person. A lot of people use one fragrance. Some people mix it. I never mix it because I say the fragrance is made. You have to smell the originality of the fragrance. Then why to mix it? So what I do is in a different way. I spray one side, Oud Isfahan. I will spray another side, Gris Dior on my body. Then when I wear cloth, I change it like this. So what I'm trying to do is, what happens is, A, I'm not mixing, B, the individuality remains, C, some fragrance gets fade after some time, some remains. And depending upon the weather and the temperature and the climate, the feel comes very differently. So if I'm talking to somebody here, he says, oh my God. This guy says, oh my God. So, you get a compliment, but most importantly, these two fragrances which I keep from Christian Dior. The third one, which makes a lot of statement, a lot of noise, is YSL Tuxedo. I mean, a lot of people know this. Very powerful fragrance, very stylish fragrance. Goes with suit, with anything, any party, long lasting. But don't mix this one with anything. It itself is very good. If you have to take one fragrance for all the occasion, still smell out of the box, easy to carry and make noise, is Tom Ford Amber Leather. So this is in my gym bag, this is in my office, and this is with me. So this is no brainer. It's not very strong, it's not very light, it's long lasting, very powerful, impactful, and 101% people will comment you. And I would say there is a club of people who use Amber Leather. Not everybody understands this. You get into a different category. A lot of people used to use patchouli, and I think even I like patchouli. Patchouli, many fragrances has patchouli, but I think the best patchouli which I've ever used is Guerlain Patchouli Ardent. Very nice fragrance. This is also always in my collection. So I always normally wear on Fridays because this is little strong, but has a very beautiful kind of a patchouli in it. Givenchy, a lot of people use this brand. One of the fragrance was used by Sheikh Fazza and got very famous. But I'm going to tell you this one. It's a very unique one called Accord Particulier. I cannot define this fragrance, but every time I wear this fragrance, I feel myself. It's not strong, it's different. But if you want to talk to yourself, you are in a car, you are on a journey, you want to feel something different, please try Accord Particulier. Very nice. LV has some really good fragrances. All are very good. But my special one is Pacific Chill. I was in Italy, Milan, where I encountered this fragrance first time. It's very expensive. I think it is for 1800 dirhams, if I am not wrong. This gives a different vibe. The moment you put this fragrance, you feel that you are on a beach. You are so very good fragrance in summertime. So there are very few fragrances, in my opinion, has actually defined the market. One is Creed Aventus and one is Maison Crivelli Oud Maracuja. This Oud Maracuja is, for me, it's like a poison. I want to have it every day, this kind of a poison. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's so statement and strong presence. I was in one royal meeting in Oman. After the meeting got over, these guys came to me and said, "What are you wearing? We have never smelled this kind of oud." I mean, very expensive again. This small bottle is for 1100 dirhams. But if you're a fragrance lover, you cannot miss this from your collection. This is my another discovery, very famous one, but this has made everybody's life. Xerjoff Arbapura. Oh, what a fragrance. You know, when you get one fragrance like this, the whole brand can pick up. So Arbapura smells like a mango, but the definition of mango is very different. So Arbapura, I always use it along with Amouage Purpose 50. So Purpose 50, Amouage Purpose 50 is very strong. Very strong. You can have a headache, you can disturb people, but I love this fragrance. So whenever I use Purpose 50, I put Xerjoff Arbapura onto it. The combination is deadly. So one is the brand called Jacques Fath. I encountered 2 years back. In Jacques Fath, there is a fragrance called Incense Copal. Let me tell you this, when I smelled this fragrance, I loved it so much. This was in 2023 or 24, and it got award for the best fragrance, because not because I like it, because it has something in it. It's so mesmerizing, it's so addictive. I always have 3-4 in my stock so that it should not get finished. In Jacques Fath, they have another fragrance called Curacao Bay, which is very fresh. When you smell this, you feel the sand of the beach. These are the two my most favorite in Jacques Fath. The perfumer is a very good friend of mine, and he's the same guy who has made Creed Aventus. So you can imagine what he has brought. But what he has created is completely different. I was in UK and I discovered another brand, Anti. So Anti is the brand and the fragrance name is Duke's Carpet. So this was a club in UK called Duke's. Whenever you enter that club, there was a lot of smell of smoke and champagne on the carpet. So she created this fragrance called Duke's Carpet. So there is a brand called Nobile. It's from Italian brand since 1942. There are two fragrances which I actually love from Nobile, which I bought. Look at the box. It looks like you are in some war. Look at the bottle. How beautiful is the bottle. This called as Rudy's, one of the most famous of Nobile. This is an antique champagne which people used to keep it long time back, you know, during the war times. It smells like this. Now you have seen many fragrances, but when you wear this, you actually feel there is a story behind it. But let me tell you something which they have created called Anti-Malocchio. This fragrance is made out of chili. Can you believe it? Chili. And when you use this fragrance, you can smell chili. And it is so outstanding, especially in the winter season. When you try to wear this fragrance, it's a different statement. Not a typical your oud, mousse, you know, all those things. You step out of the normal zone. This particular fragrance called as the cut. The box, the fragrance, the color. It is made for professionals. It's so very well done. I would say this is a professional fragrance. The cut, the name, and the chemistry behind it, the sophistication behind it, and the message, and the bottling, and the marketing, and the presentation is purely professional. So if you're a professional guy, you wear suits, you go to office, my opinion, if you get hands on to Panheligans, the cut, wow. I did a small thing to create something of my own called Echo. So my first fragrance name is Missing Memories. So I'm going to bring missing memories, which is echoing, which you want to love, which you want to smile. Once the moment you go to that fragrance, you smile because it reminds you of something. The fragrance is completely different. I can bet you have not smelled something like this. And if it goes into the market, I don't even have to do the marketing. It will talk for itself. Alright, so this is the second part of my collection. I have a small collection of watches. I want to show something very, very special to me. This is the Omega Seamaster. This is my first expensive watch. I bought it in 2007 for 3,500 dirhams from Rivoli. Whenever I want to feel grounded, whenever I want to feel the old myself, 2006, 2007 guy, I just wear this watch. So this is a very special connection. This is not an automatic watch, it's a manual watch, not a very expensive one. But this will always have a special place in my life. This is a watch called, we all know, Panerai Luminor. The special thing about this watch is all my favorite actors, they wear it. Jason Statham, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold. You just wear it on anything and you look macho, you look like a man. Very interesting watch. I have two of them. One is this one and one is in the ceramic. This is one of the most expensive watch which I have. Royal Oak Offshore Audemars Piguet. This has gone 10 times in the price, but this is my go-to watch for any event, any exclusive party, any place I go. This I bought at a retail price. I paid about 70,000 dirham. Once it has gone to almost 400,000 dirham, but you don't get it less than 250, 200,000. My latest collection is Rolex Submariner Black. If you see any athlete, any celebrity, this watch is a must. They will have this watch. So versatile, formal, casual, party, lunch, dinner. It goes with everything. I have another Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore. It has a ceramic. It is a little expensive watch for me to buy, 150,000 dirham. It has a grey inside. I like this watch because it's a rubber strap. I have 3 colors I bought from different places. This is a watch I want to wear when I want to feel very casual. Parties, t-shirt, when my sleeves are folded, when I want to be very not so formal, but very powerful watch. So we are at the subject of Mr. MF Husain, one of the most respected person. He's a legend. I am lucky and fortunate to have one of his work. The name is a Musician. You can see it is 36 by 36 in size, which is a very rare work of Husain. Normally it is not even size. And the most important part is there are 3 females sitting on the street with instrument. So Husain Saab normally makes god, horses, Ganeshas. Very rare he makes a lady figure. So I'm fortunate. This is one of the reason I bought this painting, because of 36 by 36 female character on the painting. And this is 1979, which is my date of birth year. When I bought this painting, I said this painting is so beautiful, so expensive. Okay, I bought it for almost $200,000. I said in pandemic 2020, I said this painting is looking incomplete. What do I do to make it complete, to make it grand, to make it bigger, and to pay respect to Husain Saab for his work? And I've done something very crazy. I actually bought this piece of piano. I mean, I know this sounds a little crazy. This is a Yamaha, which I got it exported from Germany. I said this painting is incomplete till the time you don't have this beautiful thing. And you see now it completes the entire musician artwork.